My Govanen and well met indeed. My name is FrozenStag, and welcome to a video with a basic introduction to the Frozen Realm, which is a Discord server, which is basically the hub of also hot seating for Medieval 2 Total War, the community place of my basic community for my Discord and YouTube, and also a place where I hoped in the future to do more and many more gaming events. And so we haven't had many in quite a while, but the last time around the Frozen Realm was, a few years ago, the big hub of other gaming events such as CK2, Among Us appeared, Cards Against Humanities, I think even Scribble.io appeared at one point, and various other games have appeared like Victoria 2 and EU4 has also appeared in the channel, not the channel, but on the Discord a few times, and I thought, we're at 2,000 subscribers now, so I thought why not do a video discussing the Discord and giving you a basic introduction to what it is. So essentially, for those who have never heard of Discord before, it is basically a big like sort of gaming hub, servers you can go to, many are which you have to go by invites, but many are available, and they're also the hosts for many other people's YouTube. A lot of YouTubers have Discords, a lot of people have communities, such as the hot seating one. A lot of people have also modding, this is where people will showcase their mods like DAC, and various other ones like CK2, Game of Thrones, and whatnot. Yeah, it's a very popular place for other things. And also people set them up to also Battle with Earth Online communities and whatnot. So the Discords have a lot of use, mainly a lot for modding, plenty for YouTube communities, and generally other gaming, sort of setting up gaming events and whatnot in the future. And that is primarily why this server exists. I also wanted a nice server where I could chat and play with my friends. And also I found a lot of my school friends weren't really interested in CK2 or Total War as I was. So I also created this server as a place to bring together people that like the same stuff I do, play the same games I do, but on a more grander scale. And that's the sort of core idea and plan and reason this Discord exists, so that I can play with other people. And there's also tied in quite nicely in the YouTube community as well. The hot seat community, which is with the help of the counsellors, which I'm now a part of, has of course been set up to basically keep hot seating going now. And that's a whole that's been a big part of the Discord for many years now, and will continue to go on. Now, alongside me, I did have a Discord from the year 2019 to 2022, but unfortunately, it was actually discontinued because I was in the server, and for some reason they got a bunch of reviews bombed. I'm not 100% sure the full reasoning why. But they got the server taken down, and sadly my previous account that I previously had was actually banned, and then a bunch of other people's were also banned as well. So a lot of people have since made new accounts from now. Some were able to get them back, but I sadly was not able to get my account back. So my old server that I had about a couple of 200 people in it roughly. I had to unfortunately leave that behind and basically discontinue it. It still exists somewhere, but I don't ever use it. I've moved on to this server, and since 2022. Well, I suppose, yeah, 2022, this has since stood and will continue on, hopefully forevermore. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the channels themselves. I'll quickly talk about the hot seating community, and I'll talk a bit about the gaming events I have planned in the future. Now, a lot of the server's general theme is that of a sort of medieval fantasy sort of kingdom, and that is sort of what we're gone with, hence why I'm called High King. I've also got a nice little quote in there with a Gandalf quote and a Tolkien quote as well, which you have to press the view the full bio for as well. And also, it's a good place for me to find my PlayStation account, my Xbox account, my Steam account, and YouTube, of course. So it's all very handy to just generally find out more about me and whatnot. And obviously, Discord is primarily used for gaming on the computer. But obviously, there can be some times where you might want to game on an Xbox or PlayStation and do some games involving those consoles, which I will be open to doing in the future. My roles, generally, just a quick one of the roles. So I'm High King, because leader of the whole realm, I guess. High King in the Frozen Realm. And head admin of all hot seats, because I run every single hot seat on this server, and I am the one in charge of them all. Even if I delegate a few things to other admins, I still hold the complete power over them all, basically. This account, it was never actually made. This was actually an old account I had, so when the whole issue with the server kicked in, I was able to fall back on this old account, which I had since 2017. So I think I made a new one, but I found this old one I think I made I can't remember the reason this old account was made, but even then, it's now since basically taken up the primary role of being my current Discord account. No, the other one's gone, unfortunately. And obviously the perms of the old server were never able to be carried on to me. So that is why the server was remade in 2022. So I'll start with I'll go over the roles actually, then we can work our way down. So if I go to my server overview, as you can see, there's a little picture with the Frozen Realm icon, little symbol here, different to my channel. In the background, you can see the lair of where the White Walkers went during that episode of Season 4 of Game of Thrones. And it just fits very nicely as a Frozen Realm, I guess. And of course the stag, the rings around them with the black speech, and of course the Frozen Realm itself. So yeah, oh yeah, it's looking for the roles now. Now I haven't got it set up as a community server, I don't think so, no. Oh no, I have actually, yeah, no I do. Yeah, I do, but I don't see anything. Oh, I should probably put that on actually. That I haven't actually done, but I'll do that. But yeah, it's like a community server. I don't really know what it does. It just, I think, it does stuff. I don't know. But anyway, I don't really care too much about it. So roles-wise, there's quite a few. High King, of course, is the moderator role. That's my role, which of course gives me permission for everything. Now I've got my bot roles. They have to be above everybody else because otherwise the bots don't work properly. And they make up the Frozen Council. So that's where all my bots end up. High Paladins then is, I probably should remove these because I basically just split them in two like a couple minutes ago. But essentially, for those a part of the High Paladins, they are the admins and moderators of the server and should be respected and listened to. 6 of them: Amnestus, Count, Cheese, JR, Blue, Miss Melissa, and Wolf 2. People that have been around for a long time and people that I can trust to run the server in my absence, or just generally when the server busyness picks up a bit, they can fill in and help out when need be. Now there are a few, if you remember from the early days of the Frozen Order, it used to be called, had a system of roles, and basically people would join them and become part of a faction, and there's like little faction stuff going on where you can get points for certain things and whatnot, and I'll explain that later. You've got the Realms of Light, which basically are elves and skin chains and hobbits in one like sort of faction. United Clans of Durin, of course, are the dwarfs. Kingdoms of Men are just Numenorians, men, that sort of thing. Middlemen, those that are not evil. And Shadow and Melkor, those that are like the Black Numenorians and orcs and whatnot. Men of the East, etc. So that's what makes up that sort of people. King's Knights is a role for people boost the server. You get a role called King's Knights, which is just a little bonus for that. Stag Knights is a role that I grant to everybody that are hot seating on the server. So if you join a hot seat, you automatically get this role. You can also request it as well if you're interested in joining hot seats in the future. But as you can see, this makes up pretty much a not half, but like I mean, a basic massive chunk of this server. A lot of people are hot seating. Some, of course, are left, have since departed and are no longer doing hot seats these days, but they still have the roles because I'm too lazy to remove them. Unless they requested me to, then I would, but I'm not worried about it. Now, Royal Knights is a role where people basically get notified about any videos going live. Basically, the bot that I've set up will ping the Royal Knights, and it will set everyone will get a notification when a video goes live. Essentially. Now, Banner Knights is a role for multiplayer and gaming events. So if a gaming event goes up, I likely will ping this role. But probably any like newer gaming events, I probably will use just ping everybody because to try and get everyone involved. Sworn Knights is the normal role you get when you join the server. So basically, if you don't get any of these roles or anything like that, you're just going to be called Sworn Knights essentially. Next, you got Head Admin, which is me. Wardering hot seats. So anyone wins the hot seats. I think the guy must have left, possibly. Or I didn't actually set anybody. No, I'll do it later, that's fine. I must have done the victory roll, but I just forgot to give everybody the roll. When people win a hot seat, they get like a little roll saying they've won a hot seat. Doesn't show me the other one. What's this one? Oh, no, that is the victor's roll. Okay. Yeah, so if they win a hot seat, they get this. If they're part of a tournament like they are, because I've got a hot seat tournament going at the moment, which is sort of a sort of thing with my server and the hot seating hub, and also the hot seating HQ servers or Total Wars. what was it called? Sorry, Total War HQ. That's it. So that's sort of a big co-thing we're doing together at the moment, which is I'm in favour of doing that. And then we got the Stormcloaks. This is a Elder Scrolls hot seat going on at the moment, so everyone's got some roles for that. Someone who won a Game of Thrones hot seat ages ago, he's got a role. Turmoil and Ravanian people in the DAC hot seat at the moment, which is a Ravanian-centered hot seat. And people got those roles. And then the same for the Stainless Steel one I've got. The same similar thing has taken place. And everyone, that's everyone, of course. I've also got emoji, so emojis are fun. I have no slots available, so I can't do any more. But thanks to Count, he went through the trouble of adding them in. Although I think I had a few pictures, but I went through and actually renamed a few. I think there are more, but they can't all be activated, sadly. But no, actually, no, that's not right. There's some animated ones. I basically call them stag themes. And they're all pretty funny. Obviously, I'd love to add more, but you have to boost the server to have more available to you. But no one's done it yet. And stickers, we don't have any stickers, I don't believe. No, we don't. I have a few widgets as well, and I'll show you them in a minute. Basically, I get notifications for previews from other servers, so which is quite handy. So we start on the left-hand side with the, I mean, you can see a role. You can see your role, any role you have, you'll appear. Like Jedi's got the Raw Knights thing visible, and whatnot. But obviously, if you join a Melkor, Men, Durin, or the Realms of Light, you will appear on the right-hand side. Or on the phone, you'll have to like click on the server, top of the server, I think nowadays on the phone. But we'll worry about this first on the computer anyway. So you also have the server stats. This just basically keeps a note of how many people are in the server, which I always find interesting. Came over 186 there, so I wonder actually if possibly there are people that haven't been given the role, or maybe people that are joined early on the server and I never gave out to them. Either way, ages ago now. I don't think so though, because they would pop up as online, so not sure. No idea. Maybe people remove that role. I don't know. I guess people can if you don't want it, but whatever. So the gatehouse is basically where you first appear in the server. You get like a little message saying Pro JG Yeet has joined. Oh, that confused me. Let's start with Lisa. That's easier. Sorry. Welcome, Lisa. Say hi. Lisa being a YouTuber, of course. And a lot of these are recently mod developers. Hazel Reach has recently resurfaced and starting YouTube again. He's hoping to start a Lothlorien campaign in the coming days, possibly weeks. So that'd be good to see. And basically you get like a little message that pops up. Hop in the server. Good to see you. A while this person has appeared, etc. And that's how it works. You just appear. You can opt to say hi. You can click and say hi to people. Lynx is now going to get a notification. But I don't tend to go through and press hi. Some people do it, but I can't be bothered to go through them all, unfortunately. But I just did there, so there you go. Maybe I'll start a trend. But yeah, you get like a little thing. You just basically appear here. You can't talk here. It's just to keep a record of people join, really. It's just a nice little thing. You can say hi and whatnot and greet people. But I don't know if people actually can. I think I only have the perms for that. And then you got the wall, which is basically where I get a notification of people leaving. Obviously, I can see if the number goes down, but it's just nice to keep an eye on who actually joins and leaves. Like if someone you actually know has left, someone like St. Ramsey, for example, who has been in a bunch of hot seats and suddenly disappeared off the face of the earth. It's good to actually have a little thing that pops up saying where they've actually left, so you know if they dive inviting them back or whatnot. It's just a nice little thing, and it's called the Wall, which is a nod to, of course, Game of Thrones. So if a person left, so we do Ramsey, for example, he's hopefully never coming back. For a multitude of reasons. He's left the realm and is now taking a frozen vacation to the Wall. Have fun with Snarks and Crumpkins. Or White Walkers. So Manway is like the little bot. I mean, Owlay does the... No, Yamana does the server stats. Owlay, I think, does the music, I believe. Or, no, he does the YouTube one, sorry. Manmade does the basic me stuff. And Tolkus does a bunch of the reaction roles as well. So that pops up when you leave. Commandment Altar is where you will find all the rules, etc. basically. So it tells you a little message here saying, welcome to the Frozen Realm, a server dedicated towards the development of the FrozenStag YouTube channel and is religiously dedicated towards gaming and of course hot seats for the wonderful mods and games of Total War brand. But of course there are other games that are taking place. Hot seating, of course, is just a big thing. There was a time in the old server when we had about 20 plus hot seats ongoing at one time, and that was 2021, so after the events of COVID. where I had a lot more time to do hot seat back then. So, but unfortunately now I only have like 3. If you, hopefully I'm hoping to start one around the, around this week here when I'm off from work. So I'm going to hopefully start one up there. But nowadays I can't start a hot seat as and when. I have to wait till I'm free to do it. But you know, but hot seats, I can assure you, will continue. If anyone else wants to host a hot seat, let me know. I'll set up the channels for you. But obviously, you know, I expect it to run smoothly. I will still hold a bit of a moderation role of that hot seat slightly, but again, but I will leave it up. I mean, more people. It's gonna happen where more people are gonna come in and say, "Yep, can I do a hot seat?" And I'm probably gonna say, "Yeah," because otherwise I won't have the time to do them all myself. So I probably will bring other people into doing them themselves. Frozen Realm is of course moderated by the High Paladins. Obviously, the Frozen Council's there too, but they don't do anything. They're just bots. And the High Paladins, of course, have the necessary powers to maintain peace and stability. Now, if you feel moderators acted poorly or unjustly towards you, you obviously can contact the moderators themselves. Maybe not the one that you think's been unjust, or just mention it to me and I can launch an investigation and hopefully come to a solution that benefits all parties. If in the event you feel someone's broken the rules, please contact the people with the rank that's been shown. The rightful age to be in Discord is 13+. Now, obviously, if people join that are younger than that, then that's entirely up to you. I will probably say you probably shouldn't be here. You know, you're a bit young to be in a Discord server, really, because the TNCs do say you need to be 13 or more. I probably will mention you to leave, or one of the admins will. But if you insist on staying, then obviously that's entirely up to you, and I won't be responsible for you. And obviously, to finalise, any breaking of the rules can result in a timeout, kick, or ban, depending on the severity and repeatancy of the rule break. So, for example, you get a timeout. So the timeout feature works like this. So you can put a reason in. I would like mostly all moderators to put reasons in. You can put like you can put how long you want to put them in timeout for. Or you can just kick or ban them. Kick means they just basically leave the server, but they can then rejoin. Ban means they can't. To give you an idea of the ban list, because I'm sure some might be interested. I basically banned people. I can't remember. His account was hacked. Hacked account. This guy was an ass. So we got banned, and audit log comes out of, like, basically tells me what people are doing. So if you're a moderator and you try and do some stuff and you think I can't see it, yes I can. I can see anything you do comes up, and then you can't delete them as well. Anyway, so these are the rules. I'm not going to go through them all, but there's 16 of them. So just have a quick read when you jump in. Now I have a little channels here. I will go through them each one, but basically just shows you what the channels are and some details there. Next is King's Decree. So King's Decrees are all it's basically an announcement channel. So if I might put up a poll about an announcement for a poll kicking off. I might put up a video about me hitting 2,000 subscribers. I might put up a poll about a faction dynasty vote. A lot of them are votes. I might put a wedding thing up. That sort of thing. So keep an eye on that for the announcement. But I try not to use the announcements too much, because obviously the more pings you do, the more it annoys people. And the less relevant you'll be if you keep pinging people. Upload chamber, as you might imagine, is where I upload my videos. So basically a bot will trigger at 6 o'clock, which is when I upload videos, and the bot will kick in and basically pop a message saying new videos out, pings the raw night's roll, and leaves a link to the video, and then it pops up down here. Just a quick one, how to actually find the Discord server, because I didn't actually mention it. It's pretty simple. Go, of course, to my view channel page. And go to this here, and it will come up with Discord invite. Click on that, and that will take you to the invite straight away. Unless you've been caught by some videos where I've forgotten to update the link, then obviously go ahead. Did that work? Actually, I just want to double check. But it should do. But I've gone through, and basically there's a link in the description of every single video where you can find, not that one, that's too odd. You'll hear my loud music. But this one, of course, if I just quickly show you. You press open description, and it comes up here with Frozen Realm Discord. And then you press accept invite, and that brings you into the server. That one doesn't work. I swear I changed that. I definitely changed that the other day. 1 second. You used to be able to actually see invites, so when you do an invite, you should be able to pop up with you can do this. So I don't know why it's not done that. But let me just quickly do a bit of on-the-job maintenance here. I definitely did that. I must have forgotten to do that one, maybe. Oh well. So Maverick mentioned, by the way, your thing isn't working. My what? And then I had to go through, like, change everything. But obviously, I must have forgotten about this one. Anyway. So yeah, request court is where you suggest, basically suggestions, as you might imagine. You can just send me a general question as well. It doesn't have to be necessarily YouTube suggestions. It can be, you can rename the series if you want to, but yeah, you can suggest campaigns. So this gentleman suggested a few of the DAC campaigns. He mentioned that would you consider a playthrough of that and whatnot. Someone said do that, and etc, etc. Basically suggestions about hot seating. Someone asked me to join a hot seat, but the answer, I'm afraid, will always be no. I'm too busy with YouTube to do and admin to do any of that, so I probably wouldn't do in the future. And hot seating suggestions, I mean, you know, yeah, hot seating suggestions, you can suggest hot seats, yeah, that's fine. But obviously I will do whatever. I probably will do a few polls with hot seats, but we'll see. But yeah, so any suggestions, any questions, any answers, anything you want to just ask me, or say you should do this, or mention that, or oh, you should make this for the server, or whatnot, make a gaming event for this, stuff like that, you can do that. Next is FrozenStag. So this is just a basic area where you can find all sorts of details. So the Frozen Studio, which is where I have my setup. So this is my current rig. So RTX 2080 GeForce graphics card, the video, of course, my driver version, which is for the video itself, my processor, so the i7 processor I use, how much RAM I have, and what monitor I'm currently using, which will always be a 1920. I prefer the HD one, so just they look nicer. I have 3 of them as well, so if I get one, that's going to look really odd one out. That's why I need to sell, but we'll get around to that. And also it's 60 Hz for those interested. And this is what my computer actually looks like. So that's obviously what it would look on the webpage, but it is sitting underneath me to my right hand side under my desk right now. That's what it looks like if you basically put in a room with red lighting around it, but it is pretty cool. I've had it since 2019 for those interested. A while ago I did a little tour of my setup, so for those interested in checking out the setup itself, and go have a little watch. I am going to update it for 2025 because I'm going to be redecorating my my bedroom, which is not this room here. This is my office. And I'm going to be updating probably my office that year as well. So I'm probably going to do like a new updated version for 2025. So stay tuned for that. Maybe it will coincide with a subscriber milestone. I have no idea yet. Who knows? Someone suggested that it'd be great if I have a feeling you're going to hit 3,000 in May next year. So maybe if that prophecy has been foreseen, then maybe that will appear on the. Maybe that'll happen in May 2025. But who knows? No idea. It could be ages away. We have to see how we go with life. So yeah, that's just a little setup tour to give it a watch. It's mainly sort of up to date, but I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, looking around now in my room, what you've seen there has changed. I mean, there's a little mat where that used to be now. There's a well, there's TV. I've got my actual bigger TV there now, and that monitors I'm going to probably sell, so just don't need it. That chair, I've got 2 chairs now, but one I'm going to probably get rid of this chair and the current chair, and the other chair I've got in the room. Because they're a bit old and I can do with some, and they keep the chair I'm on now keeps like sinking, and the other chair is really uncomfortable. And the microphone stand, I've got a new microphone stand, and I've basically put a load of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed. There's a few more Lego sets than there was before in that video. So yeah, it needs definitely needs updating, but I will wait till, of course, 2025. So stay tuned for that. It might coincide with milestone. We shall see. Now I've got a little page where all my accounts are, so if those interested in following me, what I'm doing, you can go to ModDB and find my ModDB page, but you won't find much there, to be honest. Now, PlayStation, I can't link it. You have to just type in my name. I've got a fanfiction account for those interested. I don't write anything, but I just have like a little, it's just there. Maybe I might write something one day, but I'm just too busy for that. And then I've got my Instagram page here. I'm not logged in, but there I am. That was checking out my sister's wedding, actually, and I just fit. There's a nice photo. There's my 41 followers. It's basically a private account. It's not really a public account. I mean, I could make it public nowadays. Why not? So that's meant to be a black cat. For some reason, the browser separated them in two. I don't know. And salesperson, because I know I'm not one of those guys that goes to houses and pouts for business. No, I work at a jeweller's in the town near where I live called Ernest Jones, which some of you may probably be familiar with. It's quite a well-known jeweller's. It's owned by Signet, which is a big company that owns lots of different jewellery companies in the US as well. We also sell watches, jewellery, rings, engagement rings, etc, etc. So yeah, that's currently my profession, which is quite enjoyable. And obviously YouTuber, that's basically my profession. And 22 is how old I am, because I was fascinated as to how old people are. I don't know why. It's terribly rude to ask people that, but there you go. You can actually see how old I am. It's just it's always interesting, I think. So you go. I also got like the friends page, but I don't ever use it, so it's just there. That's why I'm Life of Tom. Actually, that's not right, because I'm surely that's changed to FrozenStag. But has it not? I don't know. Hang on a minute. 1 second. I'm sure it's FrozenStag, because I've definitely changed that. Unless maybe it pops up with no, it is Life of Tom. Okay. I always thought my old account used to be called FrozenStag. Oh well. I'm not signed in, so I can't really show you it, I'm afraid. Xbox account, for those interested. I've got my Steam page. I'll let it load. You can't view it, so you have to sign into Xbox to view it, but it's so kind of sign in a minute. Will it just let me do it without making me go through what's your password? Because I always forget my passwords. I haven't written down, but not often. Oh, is it gonna? Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Can I just see my profile, please? Thank you. That's why I am. There's a massive like stag. I don't know why my picture at the back is like massively at the back. I have no idea. Got like a Discord invite there. I think that's outdated actually. Let me quickly just do a bit of maintenance while we're here, because I'll never do it otherwise. There you go. So there's an updated Discord link. But there I am online apparently, and there's my 1741 because you have to have a number for some reason. That's how many gamer score points I have. And I got my Steam page, which I've been part of Steam now for 11 years now. So 29th of August 2013. Some people put Among Us on there. Not all those who won or lost, and some other stuff. Just say, yeah, you can see what games I play, see how many friends I have. I'm on a Total War Center group, which I don't think I ever use, but it's just there anyway. And I've got a little basic stuff there for my channel, and then my 11 years of service, and that's where I live in. I live in Berkshire, in the United Kingdom, for those wondering. You can tell my outrageous English accent, and Tom obviously is my name, if it isn't damn obvious. Obviously my YouTube channel is here, which I showed earlier. I don't need to show you that again. But that's all there. Then I've got my little Discord and YouTube milestones, because it was just interesting, I think, to see how many milestones you got. I keep a track of them as much as I can. So I got my milestones set up since 2020 all the way up to 2024. So in 4 years, I've hit 2,000 subscribers, which is pretty good. Some YouTube channels do it a lot quicker than that, but to be honest, it's not bad. And hopefully it will go up a bit faster as time goes on. And then Frozen Realm members is how many people I've got at Discord, so I didn't count it on from the previous Discord, just counted it on from this one. And by about the 21st July 2023, we hit 100 members. So hopefully in the future, we will hit 200 soon. Now, Mustering Ground is where you can get roles. So this is where you can click on to get reaction roles and whatnot. So you just click on one of these and you'll get the role. So if I click on that, for example, I've got the Raw Knights role. And if you unselect it, you can take it off if you get bored of notifications. This is the faction. So these, I couldn't actually set up a bot reaction role system for some reason. You had to like pay more for the Discord, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So you have to like basically you click on it, and then eventually one of the admins or me will add you to that role. Eventually, you just have to wait for me. But I imagine the admins are tasked with that. So just you can also just message one of us or one of the admins, High Paladins, and need to do that for you. So there you go: Shadow Melkor, Orcs and Mordor, Eastern Men, King's Men, Evil Men, the Clan of Durin, so dwarfs essentially, the Kingdoms of Men, so the Dunedain, Northmen and Middlemen, and the Realms of Light being the Elves, Hobbits, and Skin Changers. And then brackets is where they come from. Now, as Garwin has just shown me, this, of course, is the Cryers marker. So if you want to promote your content, then go for it. You can content with the... so Garwin at the moment is basically been throwing his stuff out there. People can advertise for hot seats in other servers and whatnot. But Garwin and Big Kiwi, or Jedi's done his Elden Ring thing. And a few general things for those interested, and you can do that as well. So moving on from the Tower of Knowledge and going on to the City of Words, which is the general chatting area. The Mead Hall, of course, is the general chat. So basically where I show off some, I talk about some polls, welcome people, and have a laugh and chat about things and whatnot, and see what's going on in the world. So the Mead Hall is the general area to chat about basically everything. Game Quarter is where games, so as you can see, you have a preview channel. So I think if I can show you on this, if I remember correctly. Yes. So I have 15 channels that I follow. So I follow DAC previews, Third Age Reforged previews, DAC Expand EUR previews. You've got the Battle for Tamriel and the Elder Scrolls Total War showcases. Silmarillion Total War, Third Age Wars of Arda, Dark Age EO, Gondor at War, Conflicts of Eredor, Dark Golden Legacy, the Fire and Blood mod, Steam and Steel, Dawnless Days, and Solaris Draco. All over there. So basically, previews, when they go up, when the server presses the preview button or the publish button, they'll be able to upload their stuff. So you can see a couple EUR things there. See what Dark Age EO is working on. In Solaris Draco, they've been working on some things. Gondor at War's new Trebuchet. A new unit they made there that throws hornets, which is quite funny. Or wasps or bees. And Solaris Draco, he's been spamming it lately, but he's been doing a great job, so that's good. And people, you also can chat about games as well. It's not necessarily a channel where you have to talk. We have to just let the previews do whatever. Maybe I might make a preview channel for that. Maybe it could be Library District, actually, but that I'm keeping open for people to write stuff. But Gaming Quarter is basically a channel you can make, basically chat and discuss games. Obviously, there is this channel where you can go into Bard's Foundry, but I can make additional channels for games. So if we're playing a Total War, I don't know, Total War game or whatever, there's a channel. People want me to make a channel about a Total War game, I could do that. Or I can set up a thread, because you can do that nowadays, which is quite handy. Oh. Someone's asking modding help. I'm sure someone will give them a hand. Also, yeah, another thing, yeah, modding help. If you have any issues with modding or installing the game or anything, go put up a message in the meet hall, and I'll get back to you, or one of the admins, or somebody else in the server will give you a hand, because we all know how to mod and install things. And if you have any questions, then do let us know. I don't make installation guides anymore now, so if you want any, so I mean, most mods nowadays have installation guides and whatnot in the mods on Discord. And some are just fairly self-explanatory, but it doesn't excuse you for obviously having a few issues with the mod itself. Now, the council table, I have no problem showing this, but this is basically where the council chats, me and the High Paladins and the Frozen Council, we just discuss things and whatnot. But we don't discuss that much. I mean, the 26th of May is when we actually mentioned something, but that wasn't really a discussion, me just giving orders, basically. But essentially, it might be something we might need to discuss, so it's handy. Meme Palace is where you can just basically upload memes. So for me, I've uploaded this and people find that quite funny. And Count's done a few memes, Cheese has done a few, and Count's done a few. So basically just a fun little place to show off some memes, have a laugh, so it was good. Now, Photo Gallery is where I upload pictures. So here I upload pictures of my cat, most notably. She was sleeping with my dad in the background. She's doing a very cute little paw overhead thing. We've had a few spider incursions lately, so if you don't like spiders, don't look at this. I basically uploaded a photo when I was walking home one day. I uploaded pictures of when I was with my grandma the other day when I was around our care home. It's a nice forest around there. I also upload thumbnails, so I upload the can thing, but sadly that campaign's not a thing anymore. And Cheese did a few air show photos, which were pretty cool. So it's a nice little place to upload photos. And I will, when I'm away on holiday, I will show off a few as well. So Sundays, when you're watching this, I will be away on holiday at the moment. So you may already see a couple photos here. So you can enjoy those. Kitchen Bar is a place where it's there's a little Breaking Bad reference. Where you can upload pictures of your food and cooking and whatnot. And I probably will get in the habit of doing some of that soon as well. Library District is where people discuss what stories they're writing. They might even send a few stories. I know Soul sent up a few fanfics, but it hasn't done any since. But it's just a nice little place to do some photos. It doesn't get used that much, but hopefully people will put up some more library districts and stuff. It'd be nice actually if people do that for my YouTube campaign, to put up their little story of events that are kicking off, like a after action report thing they could put in there. This server in this channel, which is pretty cool. Now, Hall of the Light is where you will find the channels for the people discussing for the different group chats. So if you're with the dwarves, you've got the Hall of the Mountain. Hall of the Light is for the Realms of the Light. Hall of Men is, of course, for men. And the Hall of Darkness is for the Hall of Darkness. So for those of the enemies. Which does also display the amount of people that are in the Shadow of Melkor. And a points tracker for that as well. So there's one of the dwarves there who... So basically, if you achieve certain goals and hot seats, you get points rewarded to you. Moving on then to the castle speech. So this is basically just bards you can basically upload. Originally I used to have a bot that used to detect music, but I suppose but you can do that, but I think some of the bots don't work. But yeah, either way, you can upload posts. You can also use his channel to have a bit of chat as well, and basically use that as a non-mic chat. So if you don't have if you're playing the game event but your microphone doesn't work or has just stopped working, you can quickly just chat on there, and we can have a look at that with you. But you have two channels: lobby for just chatting, and gaming is when you get into the gaming stuff. Obviously, I can make more channels when requested and when needed, so that I can do easily. Temple of Archives is a place where I put up when people win hot seats. While I'm here, I'm going to quickly do that. Thing I didn't mention I did. So let's quickly do that a minute. So essentially, it's a place where you can upload, but I post like previews of who has won a hot seat. And I basically put up the list of channels, pictures, all the details. Oh, did I give it to you or? No. Okay. Oh, there you go. I didn't see it. They're not you, sorry. Let's just quickly do that. Want the ring hot seat. There you go. Nessus, did I give it to you? Not yet, no. There you go. Fixed my mistake. Well, no one's noticed, so obviously it isn't too bad. So basically, I put up that's the archive is down here. This is where I just upload a picture of the final turn map. So in this case, the White Walkers have taken over mostly the north. The Ironborn have taken lots of the Riverlands and the Westerlands. Tarbex is still hanging in there, but a bit crushed between Dane and them. Targaryen's got the Vale and the Crownlands. Estermont still holds most of Stormlands, and Dane controls all of Dawn and a few provinces in the Reach. But this one ended the draw, so I declare on the day that the Age of the 100 Kingdoms has ended, and the draw of the following players has been reached. Which does happen, you can draw. You just don't get any win points, though. And I'll mention Titus, the Great Other. So Titus was actually a co-admin, but he basically played the hot seats for a bit. The White Walker's a bit of fun, and then that was rather enjoyable. And this is when the here's a pinned message that shows the faction scoreboard, so I'll talk about that in a second. But this is when the War of the Ring hot seat ended, which was on turn 32. As you can see, the good guys pretty much won. Pretty much the End Wife was on the side of good. Actually, no. The End Wife was on the side of evil, but they did basically get their asses kicked. They had like no armies by the end of it. So you got the faction scoreboard. So this is how you win points. It tells you how you win them down there. But at the moment, the clans of Durin are in the lead. So the Realm of Light is behind them, and Men and Melkor aren't doing too well. But as more hot seats will happen, then more of that will go up and whatnot. And there'll be a bit more of a fight out between who gets whatnot. There's no points, like there's no like I don't have any like rewards for you, unfortunately. But maybe that might happen in the future, but we'll see. Maybe people might give Steam gift cards out, and we can use some of those, but for now, I'm not too sure what we do for that. So this is a hot seat like little channel, so this basically uses the old submission channel, and I basically just chuck everybody into this one server, into this one channel, sorry. So this is the final battle between Mordor and Gondor, where Boromir beats Sauron. And this is then I put the information stuff in, all the details, all the different like things you need as well to give you an accurate sort of thing of what it will look like. You got the player list thing where it shows you the admins, so me, the secondary and third admins I had, so the good faction, the evil faction coordinators were there, and then you got Dale, we got whoever played different factions. So I got people to play 2 because otherwise we would need 26 players, and that's pretty hard to get these days. So I did 2 factions and 1 player basically. And those that have slashes next to them are the ones that took over. So Medi took over Isengard Dunland, but he left. Then Fidget took over, he left. Then Oliver took over, and Eldus took over. So, yeah. Now, hot seats do go on for quite a long time. So you're saying they turn back and forth with each other. And this hot seat, I think, started around 2022, I think. And it's gone for over a year. So, you know, it happens a lot. And you got the rules. These are all the different rules for hot seats. There's quite a lot of them. And then you got the term. I do map updates every like 15 turns. Nowadays I do. Back then I didn't, but now I do. And also any RP that people share, I pop up in the archive channel as well, which is always quite nice to have a little read. There's a bit of RP I made when I brought in Sauron in a little admin hot season event that I can do. And there's some other ones there, lots of different events there. And the same goes on for the 100 Kingdoms, although I don't think there was any RP much there. And also if I do an epilogue video, then the video I will post just there so you can see the full epilogue of what took place. And then onto the hot scene servers, I'll use this one as an example. Hot scene tournament looks a bit like a brain fuck. And that's because So Murgle will set up the channels. Pretty much I set the channels up, but Murgle will put the stuff in. Lobby is a normal channel. As high as Hodor. This is yet to happen. But basically, I will put up an archive for people that do the different turns and whatnot. They basically fight together. You have a channel together. And that's how it works. It's the information chamber then. This is, as I showed earlier, is where all the rules. I put up a nice little bit of I like this. If you ever have to make a hot seat on this server, I will ask you to make it in this format. Or I'll do it and then you can just fill it in, I guess. I'll ask you to make it in this format. Which is pretty easy to do. You can just send me the messages and I'll just set it up myself. It basically tells you some description about the scenario, some links that you need to install, and basically just how to sign up and whatnot. And also the admins of the hot seat. And also I did a similar thing with the player list and pairings. So Big Kiwi is obviously the ruling over the Empire and Sharnhelm. Murgle's in command of Dress and the Reach. And I've given like fancy names for like the different unions together as well. So you've got the Rosties in charge of Daggerfall and the Black Marsh. The Ashlanders and Wayrest are controlled by Burnout. League of the Gold, the Evermore and Redoran are controlled by RP. Orsimer and Indoril, the Orcs of course, are controlled by Literal. Telvanni and Somerset Isles are controlled by Jimmy. You got Anaquina commanded by Miss Melissa and Valenwood as well. You've also got the Falmor and Palatine controlled by Krokgar. Hafengar, which is of course the Empire, the more Skyrim, I guess, the Western Skyrim Nords, and Forebears being controlled by Isengard, and you've got Keldo controlling the Crowned, and then the Stormcloaks, I suppose. There's a description on the scenario itself. Military rules are there as well, so that's always handy. So it tells you all the rules. The rules are in different categories: military rules, diplomacy rules, map rules, agent rules, Discord rules, and available. Is that not working actually? Oh no, it's still there. No, that's fine. You got available. This is a little thing about faction events. So some hot seats might have this. Jadley, I remember, asked me to pop that in, and I did. You got the map rooms. So far, it's only just kicked off in the last. Well, when did it start again? 8th of June. So we've only a couple, like 3 months in. So only one map update. I think we're only on turn 5 so far. So that gives you an idea of how long it takes for turns. Lobby Square is where you have channels where people chat and discuss things. And you got Diplomacy Stand where people do RP. Someone did a bit of RP for Big Kiwi there. Zero did a bit there. Krokgar did some there. I love RP in hot seats. It's just so cool to see people RPing and getting into roleplay, and I love seeing that. So there you go. Someone even went to Great Deal and did set up like this nice little letter, and that's really cool. I like that. Very cool. And I think some RP for this as well. There's a bit of, obviously you're meant to RP, but some people do end up having discussions, but it's fine. Leapman's did a bit of RP for the dwarfs. He was going to do some more, but I don't think he got around to it, sadly. So he's done a lot of RP recently as well. You get points for that as well. So if you do get points for the RP. And Staining Steel, there's a bit of RP there. Hungary's been killed off. There's a bit of funny RP there as whatnot. Big Kiwi just is probably the king of RP in a lot of hot seats. You don't have to do like massive RP. You can just do a bit of, like, you just want to show off you killed the faction. You can do just a little message saying you killed them. You can do like a bit of in-character message as well. You can have a whole discussion in character if you want to. It's really funny. Someone did the guy who left had who recently has left, did a little RP about the who was that he's playing? Kiev, I think, yeah. So that's cool. So that is basically a rundown of the server, pretty much. So on hot seating then, so I can't shoot, no, I'm not in it, thank God. But I'm a counsellor, so basically all the big high-ranking members that used to do hot seats in the past are all in a counsellor system, and Hot Seat Hub is basically the massive hub of hot seating. So if you're looking for hot seats, this is the place to go. But of course, there are some in my server. There are some in the Total War HQ server, which is a German-run server, but there are a lot of other people in here. It's a bit of an international one for people that speak different languages. The Folwark have some hot seats as well. There was another server called the YGWM clan, but I'm not in that anymore. And of course that's basically delegated among us. Anyway, Dragon is our director. He's basically in charge of the place, and we're just the councillors and whatnot. And there's a few of us. Murgle and Melissa are there. Jadley runs Turtle War Center. We used to run Turtle War Center. I think he still does, but he doesn't run it as much. Most people from Turtle War Center have moved on to Discord now, as is the way things have gone. I'm obviously in charge of my own server, which is fully mine. I won also an award, Best Hot Seat Admin of 2021, probably because I had like 20 plus hot seats going on at the same time, and I was just managing them all. So this guy, I think he's Turtle War Center as well. Yeah, Murgle does a load of stuff here. Melissa does a lot of stuff in the HQ. Big Kiwi's also present, but I don't think he's here. I think it's just a... is he a representative? I can't remember, actually. But that's basically a big... on the big hot scene, that's the official hot scene community server of Turtle War, the community. But that is a basic rundown of the server. So for those interested in getting along, just go in the description of the video and you can go down there and find the link. And there you go, you can join in. Obviously events, I can create events myself, which is quite handy. So that probably might come into play, hopefully, soon. You can also go through the browse channel system, so you want to you just want to go through them all. You can select to, I think, turn a few off. You can, which is a new thing, or suggest them or something. I don't know how that works. Members, so you can see all the members. I think this is just for me, but you can see them all. So you can get like 194 members, and you can go through all the different members on this server and give yourself brain rot if you want to. Yeah, it's a load. It's a lot. There you go. So yeah, if you're wondering what the hell, how many people in the server, there's a load of people here. But yeah, so going forward, I would like to do some more gaming events happening. I don't know when. More likely, probably about the evening time, which is because I'm never working. I don't work in the evening, so latest I'll be home is about 7, possibly, depending on how long I walk. So 5:30, 7 o'clock is when I normally get home. So any time in the evening from then, I'm free pretty much, unless I'm going out anywhere or doing anything else with family or whatnot. Then or my other in real life friends. Then obviously that's a little different. But yeah, so hopefully we'll do some more gaming events. Also, it's a good place for me to discuss my servers, Discord servers. No, my YouTube channel. Sorry. And obviously we'll have a few more hot seats going. I definitely would like to do a few more hot seats going forward. I like to get back up there, really. Obviously, what slows me down in hot seat is making it balanced. And one thing that slowed us down with this is I had to get Jadley to go through and basically balance his mod for hot seating because it wasn't before. And I would like to, and yeah, I mean, going forward, to be honest, I can probably see myself just doing hot seats and with the balancing of the actual mod itself in mind. And obviously, people offering to help and do a bit of light modding, depending on what it is, I'm happy to do that. But if it's like if it's trying to balance the game when it's like not going to be that balanced, there's nothing I can do. Like Dak is going to be always going to be in the favour of the elves at all and dwarfs and whatnot. And some factions are going to have the advantage because they are just better than everyone else. So it's going to be difficult to do to balance everything. That's why a lot of people like the historical Turtle War like mods like Stainless Steel and Vanilla Kingdoms and Broken Crescent and whatnot, because obviously they're normally balanced in some cases, but still some of them still have OP units, so it's just a bit of a pain to do. And obviously you have a lot of rules to set up, you have a lot of events you want to set up as well, so you have to like work all that out. What is the best percentage for some spies and agents and whatnot? It's difficult to find the balance for them all, really. But I would like to do some more in the future, but it just takes a while, so don't expect it to happen all the time. It's like this was 8th of June, the tournament itself was about 5th of May. The Ravanian hot seat was done in like last year, so there was like a 6-month gap in hot seating, and I think this one as well is even longer. So this was January last year, so yeah, it doesn't happen very often. But hopefully in the future, when I get a bit more free time. But then again, I'm busy with YouTube, so it's a battle really. With you know, I do videos and recordings, and I also have to do hot seats, and I work full time basically. So it's a bit difficult to fit it in, but so that's why I think I might open it up to more people doing the hot seat. If people want to come in and set up a hot seat, I'll let them do it. It takes the work of my plate, and obviously I'm open to letting people do it. But you know, we're still not at the stage where the community for this server needs to really get a lot more busy and more active for people to start doing that stuff and whatnot. And obviously, it's not easy getting people to get hot seats because you do need to require people attention and time, whatnot. So it's not easy. But maybe once the new campaigns kick off on the channel, when we're deep in them, then maybe I can look back at these hot seats. But definitely around the so definitely around my week off around here, I'll definitely get a hot seat going. But obviously what that'll be, I have no idea. I may do a poll for it as well, because it's always good to get people involved. So I might do a few more polls for that. But that's all for now then. I hope you have enjoyed this little video. Just basically me giving you... I had nothing really else to really set up today. I wanted to do a video for Sunday. Because it's going to be a week break from videos from Monday to Friday until Saturday the 28th, because I'm on holiday. So I'm not around to record. It's quite loud, this music. I'm going to change that. And that's... I'm going to go back to some... Here we go. There you go, that's better. So yeah, that's the idea. So obviously I'm going to be away for a bit, so, and then hopefully Saturday 28th videos will resume. I may record a few, like, pre-record, possibly some tonight. I won't have enough time to upload it though, but at least that way I will be able to post it straight away, when I get back from holiday. So then I won't have to worry about recording too much on the Saturday, but we'll see how we go. See how much time I get today, yeah, because I don't have to get up too early. We're not going that far north or having to catch a flight. We're just driving for 2.5 hours northwest to Worcestershire. And also, I will post a few photos. I may have already posted some by the time you're watching this. I will post a few photos here as well. Sadly, I have to say goodbye to my cat. She has to go in the cattery while we're away, unfortunately, which is pretty good for her. I won't see these buggers, hopefully, in my house. But I may see a few up north. But I guess I'll keep an eye on that. We've got our spider catcher, so we're taking that with us as well. Whatnot. Something that will, of course, continue while I'm away, and you probably already noticed, is that there's a load of like polls going up at the moment. One's just gone up recently, like 40 minutes ago. So yeah, this one's got a minute. Castle Doom's taking the lead already, but this has gone up recently, and there's a load of faction votes going on at the moment. Woodland Realms just in the lead of Erebor there. There's a load of stuff going there. So you'll see a few more polls come up for faction votes. So as the campaigns steadily get ready, there's a few polls that will go up while I'm away. So on the 21st, that's gone by the time you watch this. But the 22nd, you'll see a couple of these probably, unless I do a few more around them. But we'll see. But anyway, that's all for this video then. I hope you have enjoyed. This is a little bit of rundown of the schedule. So if it was interesting, the schedule, keep an eye on that when I upload. But obviously what will happen, I won't count the schedule for next week. So week commencing the Monday, the Monday the 30th will be when week 1 starts. And then the week commencing the 7th of October is when week 2 will start. Now sort of running that sort of order, if that makes sense. But yeah. But that's all for now then. I hope you, obviously I will add a few things on. I don't know what I will do exactly for the weekends next weekend, but I'll figure out something. It might just be a bit of filler while we're waiting for stuff to happen, or it might be the factionary reviews might kick off for both Saturday and Sunday. But that's all for now then. I hope you have all thoroughly enjoyed and are looking forward to the future of the channel, and looking forward to the new campaigns kicking off. And for those interested in getting involved in gaming events, do check out the Discord server. The Frozen Realm is open to all. And that's pretty much it. Hot seats hopefully will kick off a bit more in a few months' time, and hopefully just generally the channel itself will run smoothly in the future. And yeah, that's a bit of a rundown on the Frozen Realm, so I hope you have all enjoyed, and that is all for now. I thank you for watching. Navaya Naden Pelamad Melanin, and farewell.